Hey, this is Shawn Powell. I am really in a video making mood today, so I'll probably be making a couple of videos, two if not three of them. And the next video I really think is going to be a real important one. It's about getting over your fear to make videos and what kind of videos you should be making. I think different people can make different type of videos that can benefit them. And so I'm gonna go down and make a real big deal out of that one. I'm really looking forward to that one. That's been really personal to me. So I think I'll have a lot to say about that one. This one is a very important video as well. It's probably going to be a little bit shorter. It's Power Lead System sponsoring how to get your downline or how to get closer to your downline. Um, now I'm going to be talking about Power Lead Systems because that's the business I'm pushing. Actually promoting and have been part of for 2.5 years now. But a lot of this stuff will be universal. Obviously, it could be used for any kind of business. So let's just go ahead and get started in this, okay? I would say probably one of the biggest things that people can do, and I've learned this not all at one time, but during different stages in different businesses, and learned the importance of how important it was depending on the business, per se. And I'll explain a little more than that. Let's say it's going to be doing video chats with your downline. Okay, I'll be the first to say I don't normally do video chats with just anybody randomly that just, coming into the business necessarily. Because if I did, I would be doing them all day long, what I'm saying, on a right regular basis. What I'm looking for is people who go all into their business, people who are applying action. They're asking the right kind of questions. I want the best, I hope the best for all my people that come into a business, obviously, absolutely. But there's going to come a time where you can only have so much time that you can spend per se, and you need to put your attention in the right directions. So I'm looking for the people who are applying action so I can help them. You see what I'm saying? I see the importance of video chat calls, especially if I have somebody, let's say, comes into business, they go gold, they go diamond, they go platinum, and they're reaching out to me. People are reaching out to me is a lot different then someone's just signed up and just disappears, and that happens a lot. I do try to reach out to people. I let them know I'm accessible. If there are a lot of commenting on my posts or in the Facebook group, things of that nature, there's a connection. A lot of times there's a lot more people watching you than you think. So even though it's more of a universal, all they're doing is just clicking a like and maybe not putting a lot of comments and stuff like that. Sometimes they're still there. I do look for people who reach out to me though, because I want to try to help them the best I can. Now, people who are in the United Kingdom, people who are in Australia, um, a lot of times the time difference can be an issue as well. But these are not people I can pick up the phone and call necessarily. So when I do get somebody that goes all into their business, let's say if they go diamond, platinum, I do try to look for a time that me and them can talk together. Now here's the thing: you can get people who are brand new, you can get people who have been in online business for a while. What you've got to do, y'all, is if you're not careful, and I've been known to do this before too. You're talking the whole time and you're not listening to what they have or what they need. Okay. A lot of times, and something I've noticed with different leaders, really good leaders, they don't talk as much as they listen. And then you can tell they're really studying. When I'm talking to a big leader and I've done well in the business and I'm maybe not at the level they are, they'll ask a question and then they shut their mouths and they listen to what I have to say. And I've have not been in online business long. I've got many people. I'd argue probably more that have been in online business longer than I have, yet they're on my downline and maybe haven't reached some of the things I've reached. But it does not mean that you can't learn from your downline either. You see what I'm saying? Anybody I see that has got some kind of game plan in place or is doing well right now, sometimes I'll reach out to them and I'm not looking to steal their techniques. I'm looking to see what's working for them. You know what I'm saying? And I remember what was it about a year ago. Neil Geis, I talked to him from Powell Systems. Only had one phone call with the guy. I find it very interesting that he would ask me what was I doing, is because he wanted to see what's working for me. What exactly am I doing? What am I implementing that's working for me? I was getting a crap load of diamonds, and so I thought it's pretty interesting. And that's what I would do with my downline as well. If I got a downline that came in and he put 13 new members in a week and a half's time, then I'm gonna congratulate them, and I'm gonna ask them, hey buddy, what are you doing? What's really working? If this is something that I can help the masses with, or something like, or maybe get on and do a video showing this person, blah blah blah. You really need to check this person out, or something like that. I might would do that. Excuse me. Um, but I think video chats can be very good. Just watch and get a report from the people, because a lot of times these people have been around for a while, and if I just start chatting away, then they're not going to really get what they need. They might already know a lot of what I'm saying in the first. So reaching out and finding what that person needs has got a lot to do with that. And sometimes by keeping your mouth shut and listening, you'll get more than if you just started rambling off. You understand what I'm saying? And I've done that recently. I've done that a few times where I felt like I kind of went overboard. Um, People who are going all in their business, y'all, give them the time to communicate with them. Don't do this if you've got 5 minutes before I got to go pick my little boy up from school. Make it a time where you can give them all the time in the world and communicate with these people. That is a really strong way of you connecting directly to them. Also, y'all, the answers that you give people need to come from you applying action. What's wrong with the side of my lip there? Sorry, it's burning for some reason. Talking too much. Uh, but it needs to come from you applying action, and that a lot of times, if you apply a lot of action, you learn a lot of different things. But if I can hear where they're at, and I can hear what roadblocks they're hitting, or get a feel of where they're at. Sorry about that, y'all. I keep getting messages. Then I know where to go with it. I know what kind of, where to kind of pick up and say, hey, okay, that sounds good. So you want to do videos? All right, listen, this is what I suggest. And then I unload on them, and then I can focus at just that direction. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes that's what that person needs. I talked to a person yesterday. He's been doing this 6 years longer than I've even thought about doing online business at all. So in my opinion, I'd probably be better off to kind of keep my mouth shut, listen to where he's at, and then tell him what I have found by applying action. See what I'm saying? To me, that's being a great sponsor. In my opinion, I don't see a video chat with a person being less than 30 minutes long. That's my honest opinion. I think you need to dedicate time for that person and to do that. Um, if you've got a whole slew of people that just come in and they've gone all in what do you call went all in their business, they upgraded to whatever the business is, and again, Power Systems is platinum and diamond is a really big part. I think what I consider going all in. If you want to do a multi-chat where you can do several videos at one time, Skype and Facebook in 2016 allowed you to start doing multiple, so you can do multiple videos at one time or communicate with different people. That can be powerful as well. Just don't be the one that pulls out first. You want them to get their questions out, and you answer them the best you can, and to all of them. And the great part about that, y'all, is the fact that they're going to feed off of each other. And a lot of times, y'all, there's going to be a closeness that comes from them that of course, you had something to do with it, you put them together, but they'll wind up helping each other. Okay, give you an example, y'all. I would take about 4 new members, and this wasn't even video chat. This is just going to be a group chat for Facebook, right? So I'll take, let's say, if it was Brad right here, Andrew and Robert, and well, Michael Price. He's the CEO of Priceless Possibilities for PLS. I don't think he's going to be in, but let's say Amy right here, and I put a group chat for all of them together. And then I would tell them, look, y'all, this is just for y'all. I want to, help you in any way. If you got any questions, feel free to ask it here. You'll be surprised. Initially, there's no difference between here than my official Power Lead Systems. I mean, I'm sorry, my Action Taker Success group, the Facebook group. Sorry about it. But they'll have a tendency to type more inside that group chat. And when once a day or twice a day, I'll go back and look and I'll scroll. I was like, wow, these people have really been going to town. And it gives you something to feed off of. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times, y'all, I can have a conversation with someone, and then I'll say, you know what? I hadn't even thought about that in a while. I'm so glad I had a chance to communicate with this person. Now I've got content that I can make a video on that's going to mean something to somebody. See what I'm saying? A lot of times, y'all, I've seen this happen in videos before. A lot of people do this. They will, I tell people, don't make a YouTube video or don't make a video if you're not in the mood. A lot of times people may not be in the mood, they just aren't motivated to do any particular videos. How do you get motivated? Connect with your people, y'all. Connect with your people. If you don't have a list yet or a team yet that you're connecting with, then go into a Power Lead Systems Facebook group. Man, there's so many new people in there, and just start chatting away, helping people to the best of your ability. Things of that nature. Reading comments and stuff like that. Sometimes it triggers ideas that you can do a video for, and it's going to be value to someone, that's watching it. So something to think about. Okay, let me show you this. If I put these four people together, and they're down here, and then I go back and scroll and read everything, and then I'm just chatting away, giving answers right here, you'll be surprised how much it means to them directly, because there's only a small section. I put a group. You can do a couple of groups if you need to, y'all. Absolutely. Have a couple of different groups of just selected people that you've put together that maybe came in at the same time. Okay? There's a certain amount of closeness that gets there. I think, let's see here. I think Solomon, I put Solomon with someone else. I can't remember now, but they wound up, people wind up getting close, and they wind up helping each other, y'all. And it's something that wouldn't have happened openly inside the Power Leads, I'm sorry, inside of a Facebook group that's got a lot of people. Because to be honest, a lot of people, when they feel like there's a bunch of eyes on it, they won't let go like they will if there's only a closed chat with just a group chat or four people in it, or something like that. I think it's a really strong way that they feed off each other, they help each other, they feel like they're in the trenches together. And anytime you ever get that, you've got somebody that can be around for a long time. They're going to be connected directly to you, and I think it's a great way of doing that. Okay, in Power Lead Systems, going into their accounts and helping them. Okay, there's a certain amount of closeness, I think, that comes from that alone. Let me show you here. I'm gonna go back to the previous menu. I might have to log in. Okay, under account, let's see, where is that here? Okay, under account, my business, oh, I missed it. Here goes, switch admin accounts. Okay, I'm not gonna pull this down, but y'all, you would not believe the number of people I have helped by going into their accounts and fixing an issue that they had. Now listen, y'all, do not care if it's for a business you do or not. That doesn't even matter. If one of my downline is doing a business I wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole, but that's what they want to do and they believe in that business, then I'm not going to shatter their dreams. It might be exactly what they need. It might be exactly what they need to learn what they need to learn so they can go to the next business. If they ask me my opinion, I will tell them what I think, but I'm not just going to openly and offer what I think about a business and shatter something that's maybe something that means a lot to them. See what I'm saying? So if you're in Power Lead Systems and you're someone's sponsor, don't bully them into underneath your business alone. Don't bully them into thinking, oh no, if you're going to get help from me, you got to be in my other businesses. I don't give a damn. If you are doing, I got several downline using MCA, right? Great. If that's what you're using, I want you to do great. Show me your landing pages and sales pages. If you're having a hard time, you're trying to make a share code and you got a question, then ask me. I'm not going to stop you from using your tools. You see what I'm saying? That'd be the dumbest thing you can do. I go hope they make a crap load of money. I hope they bring in a big team by telling people Power Lead Systems is the answer to their MCA business or whatever business it is. So, but a lot of people when they're brand new, they'll come into Power Lead Systems. I get a lot of seniors, to be honest. I'm 44 myself. My age and older is not uncommon, right on up to 80 years old, 80 plus, as a matter of fact. And a lot of times people are not computer oriented as much. So a lot of people, when they come into Power Lead Systems, they're really looking for is a share code. They can go ahead and get them started. And I think that's an important thing as well when they first get in, because they need to learn how to do share codes because a lot of their downlines are going to be doing share codes as well. And basically, if you've done a share code yourself, you know how to do almost all of them. There's not a whole lot of variation between one and the other. So I think that coming and doing share codes is a great thing. Now, real important here, y'all. When you switch admin accounts, this is what I do. I would take and copy this and I would send it to them so that they can see what it says, and then that would allow them to do what this is, y'all. Is a back door for Power Lead Systems to allow people to get in their account without giving away their passwords. You understand what I'm saying? So all you got to have is your username, and they okay that you go in there. Now, once you go in and you're done changing whatever you need to change or whatever, then when you leave, they can shut the door on you and no longer allow you into their account, or they can leave the door open. It's really, up to them, to be honest. But either way, it's not a big deal. If they decide they need some help later on, then okay, you can check to see if it's still open, but don't have a hang up whether or not they shut the door. I mean, this is their business, so that's something to think about as well. Now, when you have access in there, you have straight access just like they do. If you've made a share code, you could do it in the amount of time. I could set up a link in about the same amount of time I could hold my breath and be done with it and it worked correctly. You see what I'm saying? And for someone new, it's obviously they need to go through this process of learning what they need to learn. Okay. But don't just go immediately on day one. And I've seen some people do this. They will tell you, quote unquote, if you go all in your business, I'll set it all up for you. Okay. That's great that you're capable. I understand what you're doing. It sounds like you're giving somebody doing a whole lot of stuff for them. The problem is they're not knowing how to use their own tools, and you're weakening them to becoming a better sponsor. Okay. So this is what I suggest. You make a good setup page explaining how to do, the setup itself for your share code. Okay. I'll show you mine real quick just so you can get some idea. Get your sales page right here on mine. Okay. This is my setup page right here, right? All right. A good setup page, in my opinion, is going to have the video showing you what to do in here, and it's actually going to have it right here as well. There's my share codes right here so that they can literally copy, and put in so they go ahead and get the share codes. And I'm doing step by step by step from these videos, just like, as the video in here as well, so that people can literally stop and go and say, oh, okay, and then, oh, that's what it looks like, okay, and then put it in here. In my opinion, if you've got pages set up like that, then you basically are already given them the answers. You know what I'm saying? How to put everything together. Now, if you want to know whether or not you did a good job, get people who are not big computer oriented people and let them try to put it together and see, do they have to message you If they can do it without having to contact you, then you've done a great job. Because you got somebody who's not real computer oriented, never done anything with Power Lead Systems before, and then when they're done, get their link and go through and check everything and make sure everything works. If you've done that, if they've done that, then you've done a good video. If, and listen, y'all, you've got to be open. If you want to find out how good your system is, you need to ask these people, was there anything in this that confused you? Was there anything in this that got you hung up at all? Is there anything that you had to question? And listen to them. And if they tell you, well, yeah, this was a little bit confusing, or something like that, then maybe you need to take that video. Don't redo the video. Maybe you just need to edit that out or more clarity into what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes I found myself, um, I've seen leaders, and in a video they were doing and they didn't edit it at all, and they would mess up and they say, oh well, hold on, let me go back, and then go back, and the next thing you know, it confused the hell out of them. You know what I'm saying? I know they didn't mean to, and I think they thought they got clarity, but when it come in real reality, I had my downline, which was using a different share code, was confused. They were really, really confused. So I had to tell everybody right from the get go when they were coming in, y'all, look, when you reach this part of the video, it's going to be this section here, blah, blah, blah. Then, this is what you need to do. I had to tell them that. So I think asking has a lot to do with finding out how successful. Just because you think it's good doesn't mean they think it's good. So I would consider finding people who are not oriented at all to computers or to Power Lead Systems, or maybe brand new to online business, and asking them, and then checking their link to see if it worked. I think that's a plus thing. Now, to get back to the closeness part I was talking about, all right, if I've got someone that has come in and they're struggling to put their share code together, or they're trying to make their own landing page sales pages, and something just keeps happening. They can't get something right for whatever reason. It just doesn't want to go to the page it's supposed to. I mashed a button. It's not going where it's supposed to go. Blah, blah, blah. These are commonly things I've seen in the past. They're seeing now, kind of thing. Y'all, if you can go into their account and fix that for them, or if they're a senior and they've tried, I want you to understand, y'all, when it comes to putting share codes together, they need to try to do this. They're not going to learn if you are doing it for them the entire time. There's no way that they're going to learn because they're not using their tools. I think if you're in Power Lead Systems, you should know how to make a share code at minimum. I think everybody should know how to put a share code together, because a lot of people, that's all they're looking for, to be honest. And you can teach them to teach others how to do the same. I hope that they do adventure out and wind up doing their own, landing page, sales page, things of that nature. But for that moment, I think that's a perfect time for them, to learn how to do that. Now, if they're beating their heads against the wall, I don't want them to quit, or anything like that. Then I want them to contact me. And then what I'll do, y'all, is I will go through and I'll do exactly this. I send them this, let them know this is what you got to do. And then what I'll do is I'll go through and fix it. But I'll make a YouTube video for just that person alone, right? Now, this is where the closeness really comes in, because they're going to really appreciate you going through and fixing it. But again, they're not learning anything if I just go through and fix it and that's it. So if I make a video and I make it private, or unlisted, and I give it just to them, you want to make a closeness to someone, that's really a great way to do it. These people will brag about that for the longest time. Even though that's not the intentions of it, there is a closeness that you get by doing that. And it doesn't take but just a couple of minutes for you to go through, make a video, say, hey, Jim, buddy, I see what you've done right here. Your domain, you put www, you don't supposed to do that. Okay, just to let you know. So let me go through and fix, and then have it up and working for them, and then send them a link. Every time I've done that, they've acted like I've given them gold or something. You know what I'm saying? It's absolutely incredible. Okay, here's another way that's real simple too, y'all. Let me go back to this page. Where was that? We'll keep this one. A little bit of entertainment going on, something going on in the background. Um, is when they're done, even though they assume they're finished and everything's good, I would ask them, if you like, send me the link. I'll go through and check it out for them. And I'll usually put like Shawn test or Shawn testing or something like that. So when they get their email in, it lets them know that I went through there. Um, I don't wait for them normally to ask me to check it. I usually will reach out to them and see, hey, when you're done, just let me know. And I can tell you, here's another benefit too. Sometimes people have a mess up or a hang up, and they won't ask you for help. You see what I'm saying? They 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 didn't reach out to me, but because I reached out to them, I wound up finding that they had a problem putting their domain in. They had a problem getting their domain hooked up to Power Lead Systems, yet they weren't going to ask anybody, and these people would drop because they don't have it up and working, and they're gone. So I've lost, a member and potentially something that could have meant a lot to them and me. You see what I'm saying? So me reaching out to them and asking them, hey y'all, if you got your link, I'll go ahead and go through and check it out, make sure everything works for you. Sometimes they say, yeah, it's right here, and the next thing you know, they've got something wrong. Their page isn't going where it's supposed to go, and they don't even know that. Now, think about this, y'all. If a lot of people buy paid advertising, yeah. So let's say that they are using this and getting out, and it's getting out, and it's not even going where it's supposed to go. So they're spending all this money. They're not getting anything in return. And some of these people would come in, would have been going to you anyhow. So you're literally just making sure that the train is on the track. You see what I'm saying? But there's so much benefit just by asking, y'all, look, whenever you finish, let me know and send me the link and I'll check it out for you. And a lot of times you'll find out what the issues is and you can fix it. And again, it's going to be you getting closer to your people and you helping, you're really keeping your business going by doing this. So that's something I highly, highly suggest. Okay. Um, Go through your downline. If you get into a new business, show loyalty. Okay. If I am done with a business, if I'm looking at another business or something like that, I believe in loyalty. Okay. But a lot of times, let's say the person who is my sponsor, they go somewhere else. I'm just not interested in doing that business. So it's nothing personal against them. I'm sure somewhere in the future we'll probably hook up again, whatever. Um, but I may look at what my downline's doing. And I got a lady, I almost went into her business. And there's nothing against the business or anything. I just decided that, I needed to make a different direction. And I wanted to start focusing directly at Power Lead Systems. But I got a lady that she's done really well, and I'm proud of her. And she really, she needs the money, and I love to see her making it. And she's very happy. I watch her different posts. I comment things about it, try to uplift her and stuff like that. And other people are doing it as well. It's a beautiful thing to see someone making it. But I contacted her because I seen her business, and I was interested in possibly coming into the business. She's been a downline of mine in the past. So I think if you've got downline that are being loyal to you, then I almost think it's a slap in the face if I went randomly and found someone else and didn't go through my own downline. You see what I'm saying? In my opinion, loyalty can go both ways. So if you want to make a closeness between you and someone, if they're in a great business, and if I'm looking now, I'm not going to jump in something just to be jumping in something. Then I look to my own team that I've created that have followed me and been loyal, and then start looking from their businesses. And I think that's something a lot of y'all should really be doing. So if you got a big list of people or even a small list and they're doing a great business, don't it's a huge slap in the face not to go with them and to go with someone else. Now that doesn't mean everybody starts sending me a whole bunch of opportunities and stuff like that. I understand. I'm someone that usually stays with one business. I don't like to bounce around a lot. I think that there's a lot of strength by staying focused at a business. And a lot of people say, okay, I reached this plateau, and then they drop off. Yeah, a lot of times there's a lot of strength when leaders go to another business and another business and another business. Sometimes when they leave, you'd be surprised at how much you can get a bounce back where your business goes up because a lot of them are now the competition's gone. And you can really double down on what you're doing. It can make a heck of a business for yourself. Okay, here's another thing too. Find people in Power Lead Systems group that need help, that are applying action, and make a group chat for them. Uh, okay, this is about finding people. If you go into Power Lead Systems, I'm not telling you to steal people. I'm not. That's not even what I'm saying. Please understand. What I'm saying is, you've got people who are already in Power Lead Systems, and you can see they're applying action and they're asking questions. And there's a big difference between someone applying action, they don't have anybody to help them, and you can answer a couple of questions there for them, and then tomorrow you see them, they've got to cross that roadblock. They're the next one. This one. What I would suggest doing is, if you've got somebody like that and you're someone that applies action and you know the answers to certain things, there's nothing wrong with taking them and putting them inside that group chat. You see what I'm saying? Even though it's not your person. Um, I've seen times before where I didn't really have anybody at the moment to put in a group chat. Of new people I brought in too, and I would see 3 or 4 people that I was real impressed with. So what I would do is I would take those 3 or 4, put them in the group chat together, and they weren't even my downline. But here's the thing, y'all. If you're going to do that, don't throw links at these people. Don't. I don't care if you're promoting another business or not. And listen, I would help these people for a week, 2 weeks straight on a regular basis, just taking it under my wings so I could watch and see what they had to say and put a lot of energy into this, right? Not once did I ever throw a link. I even promised them I would never throw a link. And even when I was talking about a business, I wouldn't reveal what the business was. All I was letting them know is, look, y'all, you're in Power Lead Systems, whatever business you're trying to do, here's the answers for you right here. And I think there's a lot of respect comes by not throwing links at people. So, in my opinion, I think that could be one of the things. Now, I will tell you this: it is a fact. You get by giving. Okay. So if I find somebody, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm not wasting my time and cutting into my other people's time just because someone's brand new and they're not willing to apply action. I'm not. I can't do that. I can't do that. I got to draw the line somewhere. By watching them, I will personally go into the group and give them answers, or maybe help them out, or point them on the track. And those are the ones that when I hear them say, you know what, my sponsor, I've heard in the last 24 hours, he was missing in action, MIA, he was gone. Well, to be honest, y'all, I don't necessarily always knock someone, because I came into online business and my sponsor had left. He wasn't even doing that business anymore. And I think a lot of people may do that. They were in Power Lead Systems. They didn't get Power Lead Systems. They didn't understand it. They probably didn't have a good sponsor, someone that showed them the bullet points, the great things about the business, and they left there and they went somewhere else. And by doing so, they kind of got this gap to where they're at. And in my opinion, I think a lot of times, you know, that happens. You can really help someone, and their loyalty to you can really take place. And somewhere in the future, y'all, more than likely, if I help somebody really get on track and they start getting their Power Lead Systems business rolling, and they're not my downline, there is a bigger picture, y'all. You understand what I'm saying? I would have not have done this if I was brand new to online business, because like everybody else, I need to find my own way. I've got to be able to learn how to get leads. I need to know how to make them convert into members. I need to get paid, because that's what the initial goal is. But I think finding a business you believe in is the answer for that, and then just open it up and telling people and just let go. You know what I'm saying? I think the ones that do that, and if they ever get if they ever get to that point, they're going to find the answers. And these people that apply action like that, later on, you're going to realize there's more to this than just you and your dollar. It's going to be to the point that it's about us. It's it's not just you on this one path. It's a wide path. It's a wide road, and we're all walking down the same way. Some of us are flying down that path. Some of us are just barely even moving. Some of us have stalled out in a car and they're sitting on that path. And if I can come in, I don't give a damn if they're my downline or not. If there's a video that I made that motivated them and it gets them going, that's the bigger picture. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if the bigger picture is something that I got at the very beginning, or what was I looking for? But by doing this, y'all, by giving, you get by giving. I'm gonna tell you, don't give to get, but you do get by giving. And sometimes, in my opinion, I love having $1,000 days in online business. I've had some ridiculous, really good days. I've been blessed in my businesses, over the years, last few 2.5 years, 3 years, whatever. But I really think I'm more excited to have a downline get their first $500 day, or something like, or a downline, who'd never made money ever before, contact me, let me know they sponsored 23 people in their business and they never sponsored anybody. And it was a share code that I created. You see what I'm saying? To me, I love seeing them succeed and them get excited about it. And it's not hard, y'all. A lot of things I just mentioned, those were just little tips I have learned, on how to directly connect me with these people. Um, but after, at the beginning, and I keep saying this too, and I want you to understand this, your business is going to be built by strangers. The ones who think that you're only going to have your family and friends, and they're going to see what you see, you're lying to yourself. Family and friends, y'all, are going to fight you over it. They will think it's the Amway, mentality, multi-level marketing, blah blah blah, whatever you're doing. They're not going to see what you see. When they already know who you are, your family and friends, they're trying to help you by telling you what they think, and it's not what you need to hear. There's a big difference. But at the same time, if I'm getting out to people and they are strangers, then how do they know me? I didn't go to school with them. I didn't work with them. And what I wind up getting is someone who knows me only from the business. Now, what are people looking for? This is the honest answer right here. They're not always looking for just a guru, or something like. I don't think the guru is really all that important, and I've proven that because I've had a lot of people that didn't go underneath the guru. Here's some gurus, y'all. The most boring video you've ever seen in your life. Here's the business, blah 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 blah, and on this side over here has how to do this, or all the stuff over here, and they hit this first part. Okay, y'all, this is what you do. This right here will take you to here. It's the most boring thing you ever seen in your life. When really what you want is someone that ain't gonna cover all the boring shit right here. They want to hear the bullet points. What do you think about your business? Do you believe in the business? What has it meant to you? What will it mean to you? When you find someone that believes in their business, I don't give a damn if they've only made $2. If I can see that fire in them, that's the guy that I'm gonna go with. I think a lot of times, y'all, that's exactly what people are looking for. They want someone, of course, they want to learn from them. But y'all, I've seen too many times people try to get in the back pocket of someone, this leader guru, and they're too big for them to even, give them the time of day for the most part. And I know a lot of y'all seen this, y'all. I fell for it too. I did. When I first got in online business, the person who showed me the business, I didn't mean to, but I didn't even get in with them. I did some research because I was new, very green to online business. And I wound up finding that, hey, I found this guy here. He's really sharp. He quit his job in blah, blah amount of time in 2 years. Wow, that's absolutely incredible. Man, I would give anything. And it kind of woke me up on the inside. I was like, the possibilities, if I get this guy's back pocket, if I just do what he does, I'll have it. So I joined underneath him, and then I realized that he wasn't even in the business no more. He, throwing different links at me, trying to get me to go, all these different directions. And this business was the one I believed in. This is the one I wanted. So I really believe a lot of times, y'all, I got no help from them. Ironically, it was a it was a blessing in disguise because it taught me to apply action in a business that I believed in. I couldn't sleep at night. I went to work working 65 hours a week, come home. I sat in front of the computer till I was slobbering on the keyboards. And it really made me make it work for me my way. I've learned to make my own path. You see what I'm saying? And I didn't need that. So if I would have followed him, I probably wouldn't have gotten where I've gotten today. So sometimes, well, not sometimes, I think things do happen for a reason. That's the honest truth. So yeah, I'm gonna end this video. This is a little long. I know I got a little lengthy conversation there, but I will say group chats, video chats are big. If you're doing $1,000 business or more in whatever you're doing, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, YouTube videos, chats with the people who live too far away to use the phone, and then the phone itself is where the money's at. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that. And then let them connect to other people in Facebook. I don't think Facebook per se, unless it's a list in your team itself from your team, I didn't see Facebook to be that viable, or it wasn't that the vital way of me getting my members into my large number of business. But my opinion, you know, Facebook can be perfect for power lead systems. You just need to get them connected to you in a closeness. And when you've got that, again, I reach out to people, but it's going to require them reaching back to me. It's going to be them reaching out to me. I cannot babysit everybody. I cannot do that. But if somebody goes all in and I'm seeing them applying a lot of action, things of that nature, I am going to set up some time where I can talk directly to them and see what I can do to help them. Because that's the kind of people. Those are the team builders right here. These are your leaders underneath you that are going to wind up doing something. So you'd be stupid not to give them the attention. All right, y'all. This is my sales funnel right here. It's done a heck of a job. Uh, I haven't even thrown that many leads at it lately, to be honest. And I'm seeing some ridiculous ratios. Let me see here. I haven't even done that many, leads really. But y'all, look at this. Here's a fast start here. Diamond, gold, gold, gold. Lead lightning, diamond, diamond. Here's another diamond here. It holds itself pretty well. And if you really do the math on the amount of, where was I at? Okay, if you do the math on the on the amount of leads I've got per ratio for going gold members, I think it's going to hold itself pretty well. One of the good things about me that makes me a little different is I've made sales funnels that worked really well. Sometimes the pretty little sales funnels don't do as well as the ones that just it gives them what they need. What did I do? I try to make this part simple. I got access to a lot of different great things right here, y'all. I show you all the landing pages. Got 19 landing pages, 19 of them. Access to banners. I got some beautiful banners that are really close to like this right here. People that come in my team, you're more welcome to use these. Access to training page. I went through and made a lot of Power Lead Systems pages, explaining how to think the right way, how to make buttons, how to leverage one business against other things that I have learned by applying action and learning. Access to Power Lead Setup, which is the same as this page right here. Access to YouTube channel, which is going to be my YouTube channel, which I've got a playlist for Power Lead Systems that I'm adding, just like this video right here. And Connect with Us takes you right directly to Facebook. I got Wednesdays and Thursdays Hangout. They're automatically updated every Wednesday and Thursday. So that's really sweet. You'll be able to give that to your people. They've also got the, what do you call it? It's got the Facebook chat or a chat in it. So if anybody got a question, you can look at that as well. I got a getting started video to make it simple. I'm really pushing diamond and platinum, y'all, because the difference between getting in Power Lead Systems and making $100, $200 a week, I'll show you a perfect example. Okay, see, these are all my diamonds races, my showing some of my income right here. But look, the difference between $155 a week, $191 a week in Power Lead Systems, and then $2,000, $1,000, and $4,000 weeks. It's not gold and diamond. It's not gold members. It takes a little while, y'all. It is diamond and platinums right here. Here's a big tip. Don't ever get in a business and halfway do it and expect to get great results. If you're in Power Lead Systems, you're giving away your money in the first place. You're talking about a huge screw up right by itself. You've got to go all in your business. Get in, get all in, get these people around your people, and get them watching the Hangouts every week. So what does this do, y'all? I explain in my own words. I show a lot of my own proof of income, not a lot, but some of the proof of income. I try to cut the video down to, I got down to 20 minutes exactly. And I come down here, I explain it. I push diamond and platinum in here. I push diamond and platinum here. I show you this. The YouTube channel is going to be just like I'm doing now. What am I pushing? Diamond and platinum. I show people making $4,000 weeks. Show people making $7,000 weeks. There's six-figure earners in here. I've got people who give their own testimonies and stuff like that. So I've got everything they need right here. Here's the facts. They click that. It shows it in, exactly how we get paid in gold, diamond, and platinum, things of that nature. It's right here as well. So that help people if that's what they're looking for. And once again, y'all, even in this stage, let me show you. What have I got? Even in the setup, I'm pushing gold, diamond, and platinum because I want the ones that are taking this seriously to benefit from diamond and platinum. That is life-changing income. Let me ask you something, y'all. Even if you're making $2,000 a month, $2,000 a month now, if you think about this, y'all, $2,000 a month may not be enough for you to quit your job just yet. But damn, you can pay a house off pretty quick when you're making $2,000 a month in the clear to put towards a house, paying your house off, or anything like that, y'all. Look, last August I paid my house off, $27,000 house, second mortgage, $6,000, almost $7,000 second mortgage, little boy's medical bills, all of it gone in the same month. It's absolutely incredible, right? But if I hadn't have done, if I wasn't making money like that, and I was still making $2,000, you know where it'd be going? It'd be going to paying my house. Can you imagine, y'all? My second mortgage was $161 a month. Gone. My little boy's medical bills was $100 I sent every month for years. Gone. So that's $261 right from itself. House payment was $400 a month. Gone. You see what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. These $2,000 payments, y'all, can make the difference. There's a lot of new people coming here making more than $2,000 in a week, $3,000 in a week. You can't get that kind of income, that life-changing income, if you're just sitting at gold, y'all. I'm going to tell you that. The difference is between diamond and platinum, and that's when they start coming in like this and this. That was a 24-hour, 520, let's see, probably $540 day right here, and 40 of it being on-current monthly income. You don't think it's worth it? Duh. Common sense, y'all. So if you're going to do the business, let me find where I'm at. Go all in. Go all in. Get all in and teach your downline to do the same thing. And then reach out to your people, and you're going to have something that's going to work. Okay? So I hope this helps you out, y'all. Go ahead and sign up if you haven't already. That is a no-brainer. I hope so. Anybody watch a video this long, you're destined to be in this business. So go ahead and sign up to Power Lead Systems. Go ahead and set up your sales funnel. Friend me on Facebook. I will personally welcome you into my own personal Facebook group. And if you need anything, y'all, all we're looking for is people applying action. We don't expect perfection. We don't expect you to know how to do anything or everything, blah, blah, blah. Just get in these groups, get around these right kind of people, connect your people into it, and show people that you're excited, and you're going to have what it takes to make this work. Okay? Appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you in the Facebook group.